What's up, you guys? It's the Authentic Empress. Okay. So, there is something significant about people betraying themselves or feeling. You got gossip meal. Gossip meal and red flags as soon as I part the deck. Okay. Basically, realizing how they play themselves or um, by projecting something that they know is not really true about you, like wanting to paint you out as basically the low vibrational expression of what most people would expect if a person is not connected to their family, or really around, they don't come around and stuff like that. Somebody could have definitely been projecting as if there was any need to be worried or concerned about you. And I want to be very clear. These are people who know that you're absolutely fine. If anything, they know that you're doing wonderful. Okay? These are people who secretly keep tabs, so they really do know what's going on. Um, yeah. There's also something about people striving to be like you underhandedly, but again, playing oblivious when it comes to you, playing oblivious to you. And even there's something significant about using subtle comparisons or like subtle remarks or being subliminal, using things that they have that they associate a lot of their esteem and their confidence to, that you've been able to achieve without that. Okay, so whether that's people, places, and things. Okay, it's like somebody wanted you to feel some type of way about something that they have, something that if they didn't have, they wouldn't be able to survive the things that you've been able to survive without it. Okay, um, but again, like there's something about wanting to tell themselves or wanting to believe that you were worse off. Okay, when in actuality you weren't. They know that you're not. And it's something about you inspiring whoever this is. So this could be old friends, family, it doesn't matter. Um, but yeah, there's also something about you being true to who you are for a very long time. Like this is not something new that you stepped into. Like this is like you being truthful, you speaking your mind, okay? You not giving a damn about how other people or like whatever the expectation is. You get what I'm saying? Like it's almost like that energy of expectations of people wanting you to stay in line or respect like some type of line that they've drawn. um that's really bullshit. It's bullshit. And like you're the, I'm gonna call bullshit type of person. You could have been this way for a very long time. So even the energy I was picking up on about somebody who, because of how things are now, like this could be you not really interacting or coming around or something like that. It's this energy of them wanting to believe or even project that, oh, they were worried about you and they were concerned, but they had no reason to be worried about you. If this, expresses itself in a community, like in some type of communication, you guys are gonna immediately like kind of feel um the need to reject even them saying that, or that projection, like it's not going to sit well with you. And that's for a reason. That's because the energy is off. It's not about me getting more people. It's about me aligning with who God wants me to align with. But I mean, not to be rude, but I am going to remove this because that's not what we're about over here. You see authentic in my name. That's what we're about. Anyway, so intuition here. So you're going to intuitively detect something that somebody's sugarcoating. Okay, whether they're sugarcoating that. How about you do that on your channel? Like, you're being weird. You're being weird. But anyway, so you got sweet words, hidden sting, avoiding the real issue, too good to be true, read behind the lines. So you're picking up something intuitively about what somebody is saying to you, how they're sugarcoating something. You know if something is bullshit. Okay, you know if somebody's trying to sting you in a hidden way or in a subtle way, in an underhanded way. Okay, and however you're moving about it, um, it could be anxiety. It can be anxiety forming. They cannot even be expecting however you're going to handle the situation. You got truth revealed. So this could be energies from the past. Okay, there could be some kind of tactic of even trying to use a third party. Okay, to do this. Whatever this is that they're sugarcoating, that they're masking in some type of sweet words here, and this is indicative of their mask slipping. So again, there can even be this energy of trying to match your vibration, still trying to slip under the radar. Okay, and so there could be something significant about an honest conversation, like you being honest in some type of conversation here. um and even trying to trick you into thinking that something is a completely safe space, but it's not even about whether you banking the safe space being on them and what they provide and who they are and how they show up. You are your own safe space. So whatever this little underhanded tactic is, people trying to pry or fish for some type of ego strokes, like even if it's underhandedly, it's not going to work. It's still not going to work. If anything, they're just going to show where you need to place them, basically. And again, this could be people who are already, like, in a sense, like in the past, or there's something significant about the past here with past life. Okay. Hidden info exposed. Now you know what you're dealing with. So you know what you're dealing with whoever. It don't matter who it is. You know what you're dealing with. When people try to sugarcoat shit with you. Um, and also there's something significant about you being able to go at things alone. Okay, by choice, not because you have to. By choice. Okay. I'm telling you, there's something about somebody who's actually been obsessed with you online, or they can even have some type of obsession here. I feel like this has something to do with being obsessed with you online, but I feel like it's definitely hidden, or it's supposed to be hidden, but you know what's up. Okay. So somebody wanted you to take something personal, but you're not. Okay. There's something significant about a certain conversation that divine is going to give you clearance to have, because it's going to give you a lot of clarity about what's been going on behind the scenes when it comes to certain people that you were intuitively accurate about, people whom you've made the right decisions when it comes to spiritual warfare and navigating through that, and honestly defeating them. People who thought that they were going to attack your life or destroy you somehow using root work or witchcraft or whatever the case may be. Okay, there's something about you guys getting confirmation, like tangible confirmation that there are people in your family, okay, who do practice, or abuse rather, okay, who practice root work. Okay. And this is not to demonize root work, voodoo, hoodoo, because it's all about the intent behind it, right? It's all about people's intentions behind using it. But you guys could get confirmation that you do, family members whom you suspected was attacking you, or who've done things to other family members. You can be getting confirmation about them suffering behind the scenes, or even just confirmation about them actually doing this and how long it's been going on. Um, but yeah, there's something about you getting a lot of clarity, a lot of tangible clarity about things that the divine has guided you with or through, or to navigate around, when it comes to people still kind of being in the fog, or people still hiding behind masks, or even being puppeted even though your eyes were open earlier on, right? So even with that, there's something significant about a persona. Okay, there's something significant about a persona, or somebody even wanting to compete with you when it comes to your intuitive abilities, and it's more so coming off like your identity. Okay, your identity could have a lot to do with how intuitive you are, how discerning you are, how faithful you are, in your beliefs and shit, So I don't know, like this whole energy of wanting to make it seem like you're somebody to even be worried about, but it's like they know who you are, they know who you've been, they know that you're not the average soul, they know that you're somebody who was very wise at a young age. Okay, yeah, so there's somebody that's significant. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you guys are definitely triggering people, from the simple fact that they can't dictate how you feel about yourself. They can't dictate, your confidence. They can't dictate shit, really. Okay? They can't. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And there's something about people being troubled with pleasant memories of who you are, the truth of who you are. Like, something about them being troubled with that as well. Um, like, regardless of whatever this false narrative that either they developed or people around them developed, okay, that they kind of got some type of underhanded relief from, in a sense they kind of enjoyed it because there was something about you that they could have been low-key envious of, but I don't know, like there's this love-hate energy about it. Strongly, it's definitely a love-hate energy. Yep. So, when we talking about breaking generational curses and stuff like that, you guys are getting evidence that you're actually doing that as well. Um, there's something about you kind of leading or forging that path. Okay. Somebody definitely has some type of mask here or there. I don't know. There's something significant about a social media mask that somebody is hoping will deceive you. Okay. But somebody don't know, this is what I'm gonna say, somebody don't know how to handle you being unbothered. Like, even if they try to use some type of tactic here after some type of sweet words or some type of sweet energy, but then they try to sting you underhandedly right after that, they don't know how to take you being unbothered by that. Okay, and in actuality, I don't know, like this could even be somebody trying to steal your story for themselves, like on some victim pity me, type of shit. And it's like, mm-hmm. There's also this energy of somebody trying to bait and switch and fish for some information and thinking that they're going to hear you say something about you being angry, you being disturbed, you being bothered, you still holding on to some type of emotional storms, like from shit that you've already healed from, shit that you've already recovered from. Okay. Things that you long unpacked a long time ago. Okay, it's almost like they think if they reveal some certain information to you, they're thinking that you're going to say, oh yeah, I be so alone, and I feel like I want to kill myself. But that's just not your reality. Can you differentiate why that energy would be present, or the fact that that energy was being casted, conjured, and projected onto you, and even give them clarity, and educate them spiritually as to why anybody would even find themselves in that space? Absolutely. But you bonding, okay, from, a trauma perspective, or you feeling like a victim, that's not what they're getting from you. If that's what they thought they was going to get, that's a rude awakening. They're not getting that. They're not. Okay. Yep. There's something about you heading toward a new chapter, or you already being in a new chapter. Okay, and it's like energies are finding themselves having to catch up, but they could have been under the impression that because of like a job, money, a relationship, whatever the case may be, they could have thought that they were ahead of you, okay, or that you were beneath them, and that's just simply not the case. Okay, so that could kind of be a rude awakening for whoever this is. Yeah, and this doesn't have to be people. Some of these people, you don't have to like have like any like strong dislike, or it's not that you, because this could be some of your loved ones, it's not that you don't love them or whatever, but you still see clearly. That's not something you're going to turn off just because of who they are, or just because of the nature of y'all's relationship in the past. You get what I'm saying? So let's see. Yep, it says trying to prove you mentally insane, mentally ill to discredit you. But it's given that they're also trying to embody the essence of who you are simultaneously. They want to seem like the one that's more advanced, okay, when it comes to your spiritual knowledge of self and awareness and your wisdom. They want to seem or come off like the one that's that, okay? And they want to try to trick you into saying something to make it seem like you're mentally ill or you're insane. Anyway, you can also be getting some type of scoop or some type of clarity that there's still certain karmic family that's trying to prove you mentally ill or insane to discredit you, okay? But that's not stopping what's going on with the behind the scenes. You got Black Widow here. Somebody could be a Black Widow, okay? Man, there could be something significant about a devilish energy that exposed you to a lot of toxicity, like currently in a time of suffering right now. Like, it's even been somebody who targets married women, okay? This is somebody who's jealous of people who find themselves like in happy relationships, or like whether those relationships be like with a romantic partner or a father-daughter connection, mother-daughter, sister, whatever. Like, this is somebody who gets triggered by authentic, organic connections that they feel like they were robbed of. And don't get me wrong, you know, a lot of us could experience things like that to an extent, but this is somebody like they target people like that, okay? Even with this Black Widow energy, like this could be somebody who found a lot of confidence in stealing somebody's man and stuff like that, and then they're behind the scenes spiraling because they still don't have that type of love connection that they always wanted, but their decisions have put them there. Their decisions have put them there. So there could be something significant about somebody who's like, they're single because of the actions that they've taken, like because of how they've shown up as a woman or a man. You get what I'm saying? And being in denial about that, and still being hateful, envious, and jealous of certain family members who are sweethearts and shit like that, who have that, who have a happy family structure that they built for themselves. Okay, so you can even have some type of insight about that. Okay. So there's something significant about you being in an environment where you're treated fairly, okay? So this is definitely energies in the past who would, I don't know, like, they expose you to some type of obvious imbalances, or even try to scapegoat you or gaslight you and stuff like that, okay? If these people ever try to weaponize others against you by puppeting them, like energetically manipulating them, like even hexing them and putting roots on them, it's like, there's something about people freeing themselves, like whoever, like the people who were truly innocent, who were truly pure in heart, but they were just unaware on how to properly defend themselves spiritually. You get what I'm saying? And actually know what's going on and what they're dealing with, just because that person is your family member, just because that person is your friend. You know what I'm saying? Somebody was willing to do any and everything so that, basically, to hide some type of mental illness that they actually suffer from, to hide how insane they truly are, okay? So this is somebody who went out of their way to discredit others who could see the truth and who was bold enough to like speak up on it. You get what I'm saying? Like, especially with this Black Widow energy, somebody who has a history of doing this, okay? And then and my thing is, they're playing surprise about some type of end, but that end should have been expected. Like, what did you expect? You know what I'm saying? Targeting married women. Okay, trying to do mental health spells on people, you know, trying to drive people insane. The people who are, you know, they have these moments where they're able to find some type of confidence to speak up. You get what I'm saying? To like confront them, to hold them accountable. Like, it's something about them doing work on people like this. Okay, it's been a lot. It's been a lot going on. Like, there's something about you being able to accomplish a lot while you're distanced from people who've been like literally battling you in spirit. Like, they're definitely losing. They're definitely losing. Okay, wanting to do better than you, wanting to do better than you. Confirmation. And even with this an environment where you're treated fairly, I feel like this is also internally. A truth spell backfire. This is somebody who thought they was gonna do some type of truth spell, but how can they do a truth spell on you when you already tell the truth? And with this truth spell backfire, this is somebody who thought like this is somebody who is a late bloomer when it comes to spiritual awareness, spiritual knowledge, and practices and magic and stuff like that. And there's something about them sugarcoating some shit, playing sweet, using sweet words, okay, but they had some type of hidden intent to launch some type of truth spell onto you, thinking that you're going to reveal that you're actually suffering. No, no. And whatever truth that they got, it backfired. So this could have really triggered them because they did not hear or get the information that they thought they was going to get. Something that was going to validate them or boost their ego or some shit. They didn't get that. Okay? There could be something significant about a female relative. Somebody could have curly hair. You got curly bay hair. Okay? And I'm telling you, there's something about some type of derogative slurs, like it's intentionally not supposed to be detected, but you detected something accurately here. Okay? And the way that you are now, like when something is off, you're not going to be able to shake it off. It's like the divine is going to, hey, you know what this is. Hey, ask me about it, confirm with me, clarify. And something about the divine clarifying to you, like, yeah, it was off. Yeah, that's what their intentions were. Yeah, you peep. Yeah, what that whole little interaction served its purpose. Okay, cut them off. Yep. There could be energies who's desperate to regain your trust, or this could be somebody who's desperate to regain your trust, but it's like there's still something underlying here that they weren't being honest about, that they were trying to sugarcoat or mask, okay? Like some type of hidden intentions. You're being told not to get involved. Don't get involved, okay? It says, society trying to override you with raising your own kids. Society trying to override you raising your own kids. Society. So this even be like something societal, like something that's on a larger scale as well. Some type of truth spell backfired. Something about hidden motives, like people exposing their own hidden motives, their true hidden intentions, but trying to masquerade it with sweet words. Okay, so something about that is significant. This could be somebody who's very jealous of, like I said, genuine love here, like genuine family, genuine connections, like somebody being able to obtain that, being able to create that, being able to feed that, targeting married women, trying to prove you mentally ill and insane to discredit you. The other day I was thinking about, the scriptures that talk about how you're supposed to leave your mother and join yourself to your wife, but this is like leaving old codependencies behind to join yourself with the divine. Marry yourself to the divine, okay? Marry yourself to the truth. Marry yourself to authenticity. Marry yourself to your divine purpose. You get what I'm saying? Like, so there's something about a black widow who literally destroys people's destiny. Like, they invest a lot of energy of trying to break people, trying to wear people down, abusing witchcraft, trying to drive that person mentally ill or insane to discredit them so that they can't like continue on like fulfilling some type of destiny here. This is somebody who gets triggered by what somebody has been able to obtain for themselves. They get triggered by that. They're envious of that because it's something about people doing things that are meaningful. There's something about somebody being envious of somebody's good fruits. You get what I'm saying? You know how they say judge the tree by its fruits or something like that? This is somebody, like, it's kind of obvious what their actions have done, okay, when it comes to their fruits, whether their fruits be their children. Okay, like this is the type of people that we're picking up on right now, especially with this Black Widow energy. Yep, this is somebody who's now tangled in their own web. They're having to eat everything that they've done. Yep, and you're not getting involved. So I did see a card about some type of attempt to pull you back into a toxic orbit. No, it's not happening. Yeah, this even be like people, somebody who um betrayed you, and they could even be watching you now. They could be watching you now. Yep, because it's something that you said, something that you did that's considered controversial to them. Okay, they could be feeling anxious about what's to come, or what you're going to say, what you're going to reveal, or if you picked up on or indicated what the fuck their true intentions are. Uh-huh. And here's the thing, yo. When you are somebody who boldly like embraces your truth, and that's your realm, that's the realm you live in, can't nobody deceive you. I don't care how sweet they're being. I don't care if they're playing victim. I don't care if they're using like pity stories and stuff like that. They can't trick you. Okay? So they can definitely look, because you listen to God. You listen to God. Period. Betrayed by a friend, confirmation. This even be somebody who's trying to portray themselves as a safe space, and you can trust them, and they're telling them how much that you're a safe space to them, and you're their friend, and they but you know what's up. You know what's up. Yep. You know exactly what's up. Somebody has curly hair. Okay, you got curly bay. Somebody has curly hair. Uh-huh. It says natural chemistry that feels familial. Okay, so even if there even be something about somebody trying to blend this energy or mix this energy together. Yeah. So there's something about someone who is practical, neutral, and calm. This is what they're finding out about you. If they thought you were stuck in some type of grudgeful energy, why would you need to do that? You know what I'm saying? You know how to defend yourself spiritually. You know the truth about what's really going on. And you also know people's fates. You also know people's intended faith and fate. Okay? And their faith. Like whatever they think that they're going to do, they think they're going to trick you, deceive you, play you, whatever, finesse you. You know what their intentions are. We're playing chess. Okay? And it's crazy. Like this is somebody or people who's been studying you, and then they're trying to use what they've studied about you against you. Okay. It says the price of wisdom is above rubies. So again, you're too wise for whatever this is. Okay. You could be undergoing some type of awakening right now. Okay. It says tired due to spontaneous awakening, get more rest. Okay, so spontaneous, that's random, that's out of the blue. So something could have been, like, something could have initiated some type of awakening here. Okay. And I feel like it has a lot to do with people who genuinely love you or something like that. Okay. Or the fact that they know, like, this is like some type of reputation you have, or something that you're manifesting, something that's destined, like something that's never been up for like debate. It's obvious that there's been somebody behind the scenes doing some type of witchcraft here to destroy that with this Black Widow energy. You're somebody where people always were interested in you, people always loved you, people could have always liked you and stuff like that. Like, but I'm telling you, there's something about some type of witchcraft to attack your friendships, attack your connections, make you feel unloved, unlovable, like nobody cares. This was due to some type of, listen, you've already had dreams about it. Dreams coming to pass. Okay, this gonna be people dreaming about you or reflecting on some type of dreams that you've shared with them, dreams that you've shared openly, whatever. But these dreams are coming to pass. Okay, heavy emphasis on some type of dreams that you've had as well. There could be something significant about dreaming about snakes, like at your back door. Something about that could be significant. About somebody backdooring you. Okay, something about that could be significant. So it says there's a jealous ex stuck in the past, holding a grudge, spiritual attacks, karma, failure to walk away. So for some of you guys, this could be related to a jealous ex, okay, that's still stuck in the past, holding a grudge about you, okay, about you listening to God, like about you knowing the difference between genuine love, okay, and some fake shit, okay, sugarcoating, like people using the sugarcoating tactic to deceive you or to get in, to regain access to you, pull you back into some type of orbit here. Feeling some type of way because you've actually successfully been strong enough to move away from that. Members who are evil. Okay. Yeah, you got broke as a joke. Somebody definitely wanted this for you, or it's something about this is what's going on behind the scenes, like to these members of evil. Like it's inevitable. So something could be dwindling. This broke as a joke could also just be like them breaking down internally. Their minds breaking down because they wanted to see you like that. So their minds are breaking down. Yep, the people that they thought was genuine in their life, that's breaking down. Okay? Whatever confidence that they thought they had, that's breaking down. because this has a lot to do with them needing to really fasten themselves, like really learn how to accomplish loving themselves, like for themselves, okay, and not through somebody else. So somebody felt like you got secret fantasies, confirmation. Somebody felt like because you always receive like genuine love, like people genuinely love you, you're genuinely lovable, you're a joy to be around, like this gang stalk, and they're gang stalking you. They thought that if they attack this, they will be able to attack an obvious confidence that you embody. They thought that they would be able to break you by doing this, but it's like no, thirst trap. I'm telling you, and the thirst trap don't even have to be like something sexual or lustful or something like that. This is related to some type of high functioning coercive control, weaponizing therapeutic language, okay? Weaponizing like talking to you like shit sweet, like they care for you, using the language of healing to avoid accountability. That's what we're talking about. This is the type of thirst trap and energy that they thought they were going to execute on you, but some type of true spell backfired. So you have fawning here. When your system decides that the safest thing for you to do to survive the threat is to please it, to accommodate, to shrink yourself smaller, be agreeable and unthreatening. This is what fawning means. Somebody thought that you were going to do that they were going to seduce you or trick you into doing that. Okay? For some, this could be like completely for some this could be completely intentional. For others, this could be like them still being puppeted by somebody that they're connected to, that they still have a strong attachment with due to some type of trauma. Okay, somebody could be puppeting them spiritually, or it's something about beating some type of energy into somebody, like some type of habit, some type of force a habit into somebody. Yeah, this is somebody who feels some type of way about you leaving them behind, or they feel left behind, like by however you're living your life. Okay. mm-hmm. Trying to frighten you to pull you back into their orbit. So this can even be something significant about left behind. This would be something significant about somebody trying to make you feel ignored. Okay, leaving something on red if that was significant. I don't know, but it's like if they're only exposing their true motives. You could have definitely felt some type of pull on your energy too, like by whatever the tactic was that they were trying to use. And it's like, damn, hmm, you still on that bullshit, huh? Bet. Yeah. So somebody could even like try to apologize about that, confess, because I'm telling you, it's something about them watching you. It's something about them spying to see like if you really peep what they were doing. Mm-hmm. Losing their minds. These are people who are losing their minds. Losing their minds. And I feel like because of some type of secret fantasy for you to lose yours. Mm-hmm. Protecting predators. Okay. It says they can't resist you, and extreme beautification is upon you at this time. Okay. So anytime anything about appearance comes out, it lets me know that this is something that they feel bothered by. Extreme beautification is upon you. Somebody wanted you to be seen as mentally ill, insane. They wanted you to be seen as somebody who's a thirst trapper. Okay, they could have done a lot of magic on you, like for you to be promiscuous, for you to seek attention, like in very desperate ways, like just throughout your life. They could have even done magic for you to be harmed by predators. Okay, for you to be betrayed by friends. Okay, this has a lot to do with secret fantasies. There's something about them working with members who are evil. Okay, launching this whole energy of you being gang stalked. Okay, the truth spell backfired. I feel like this can even be you praying for the truth to be revealed or exposed, you commanding it, you demanding it. Okay, so it doesn't matter who the point of contact is. There's something about you getting some type of truth or confirmation or clarity about something that you've already indicated as truth, and you moved accordingly long before in the past. hmm. Damn. This even be like somebody wanting you to listen to some type of sentiments over you listening to your discernment or intuition, or over you listening to God. Somebody could even try to subtly get you to doubt something that you've already got clarity about. Okay, you're very sure when it comes to your gifts. You don't need them to dissect it. You don't need them to impose their quote unquote newfound spiritual awareness onto you. Okay, there's something about you kind of being OG with the shit. Okay, like you really tapped in, like with your answers, you really tapped in, like with this higher knowledge. And it's like, yeah, come on now, you know who you talking to. Don't play with me like that. You know who you talking to. You know what you're dealing with. Don't play with me like that, because you're playing with yourself. You're not playing with me at all. I know you think you are. I know you think you are. Confirmation. Because you're a highly targeted individual. There could be something significant about somebody even trying to use you as target practice. Like in the past or maybe even now. Whoever this was that was trying to use success, wealth, okay, finances to make you feel some type of way or to evade some type of guilt. This is somebody who benefited from something that was done to you. There could be something about blood magic involved, or something to do with your blood relatives. Blood magic, or some type of deaths here, some type of sacrifices. Somebody benefited from some type of success, wealth, or finances that were gained. And this is somebody who's trying to evade guilt right now. There's a lot of people suffering, losing their fucking minds because of something that they partook in, something that they stole from you. Yep. So be mindful. Be mindful of people who are ridden with guilt. Okay, high stakes of anxiety right now, losing their minds. You know, the shit that they think was going to help them forget and help them, you know, seem credible. It's not strong enough. It's not strong enough. Yep. Truth spell backfired. There's something about them revealing some type of truth to you, okay? But it's like somebody try to make it seem like they try to make it seem like they've obtained some type of revelation, okay? And they're trying to mask like some type of confession to evade some type of guilt or get out of something, like some type of internal suffering. They're trying to make it seem like, oh, I've got a revelation. Oh, I you know, da 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 da. But they're really confessing. They did it for money. They did it for money. They could have been a part of cyber attacking you, some type of cyber attack. They could have been a part of that. Okay, attacking your voice, and you know. Okay. There's something about it's always a matter of time for you to find something out, or like, even something about somebody thinking that doing some type of truth spell was going to have you like reveal the wrong, like the not even like incriminating information, but information, details on where you are, like your address. Like these are people who you knew were targeting you for some type of insurance money, insurance policy, whatever, to cover something up that they've done, killing other people in the family and stuff like that. This is one of those people, okay, that they thought they were going to puppet to get you to reveal too much information. But instead, you reveal that you actually know more than what you let on, while still not revealing too much. But basically playing that card with them, they thought they was going to get you to reveal like something that's like self-defeating, or something that would make you vulnerable for some type of witchcraft or conjuring, or some type of sacrifice to be successful. I'm telling you, there's something about people not knowing where you are on purpose. People not knowing what you got going on purpose. You know what I'm saying? Or certain details that they will need to be able to carry something out. So again, if they thought they was going to use some type of truth spell on you, it backfired, because even if you seemed like you was revealing, like, you know, a lot of information, like there was a conversation that happened, in a way, you ended up playing that card, that truth spell card, against them, because they ended up revealing more to you instead. But their reasons for it was, okay, me saying this wasn't enough to get this person to tell me where they at. So let me, use this weaponization of therapeutic language. Let me use these sweetened words, and let me flatter the person at the same time. And, let me do this, and let me share something that's kind of vulnerable. Let me play victim. Let me try to thirst trap this person using pity, blah, 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 blah. And maybe then they will give me the information that I really need. They gave you clarity, though, about shit that you've been suspected. God is orchestrating opportunities for people to be redeemed. This is how they were supposed to receive it. Okay? Even if, in some cases they could be, or look, heightened social awareness. If somebody was still trying to underhandedly or subtly do something here, your heightened social awareness was like, okay, let me treat the situation how I should treat it, as an opportunity for me to be redeemed with this person, instead of me still trying to get some type of ego stroke off this person, because I know that they've really grown spiritually. I know why they've walked away, but it's something about people feeling some type of way because you've seen something long before they did. You were bold enough, you were courageous enough to approach something the correct way long before they did. Okay? And instead of just like, being humble about that, look, you got people see them clearly. Instead of being humble about that, they felt some type of way because it was you. I don't know. It's definitely some love-hate energy here. Like, it's kind of weird. It's weird. It says, considering what was organized, you were supposed to be dead by now. But your heightened social awareness made that impossible. I just said in a video recently about how people are exposing themselves. And it's inevitable for them to expose them. Using a child or children to manipulate an outcome to work against you. This is some type of quote-unquote wannabe high-profile witch in your family for some of y'all. It says separation that kills. Your separation could be contributing to, it's giving the It movie. It's giving the It movie, It the Clown, when the kids didn't have any fear, you get what I'm saying? And they was coming at his ass, you get what I'm saying? And then, y'all know how that happened. He shriveled up, shrunk, okay? Realized he's not as powerful as he's portrayed himself to be. And this could be a Black Widow energy here. This could be all tied to a Black Widow. Ruining their lives in reverse. They wanted you to ruin your life. They were trying to orchestrate events around you for you to ruin your life. There's something about you reading more and scrolling less, or something about some type of something about you having guidance to like certain texts and stuff that the divine wants you to read, and to heighten your social awareness. You got toxic collaborations, confirmation. Saying is one thing when it's really another. Yo, bad offer. You know when something's a bad offer. You knew something was a bad offer. Yep, fake charm. Fake charm. And right behind that, you got angelic. Boy. Alright, y'all. I'm going to close out here. It looks like this message was for 3 people because that's who supported the video. Thank you for my 3, the 3 that I was put here to speak this message to. I appreciate y'all. And I appreciate God for clarifying this information for us all. Yep. Now go run and tell that for the rest of you that's just watching to see how something playing out. Did something work? Were we able to deceive the person? No. Nope. You got your clarity? Okay. See you guys in the next video.